This medication is used to lower high levels of potassium in the blood, which can cause heart rhythm problems. Sodium polystyrene sulfonate helps the body eliminate extra potassium. It is important to take this medication as directed by your doctor. The usual dosage is 1 to 3 times a day, mixed with water or another liquid. It is best to take it at the same time each day for the best results. Before using SPS, make sure to shake the bottle well. Do not heat this medication because it may not work as well. You can take SPS by mouth or use it rectally as directed by your doctor. If you are taking SPS by mouth, take it as directed by your doctor, usually 1 to 4 times a day. Be sure to measure the dose using a special measuring device or spoon, and do not use a household spoon. Stay upright and do not lie down for at least an hour after your dose. Sodium polystyrene sulfonate may decrease your absorption of other medications. Take your other medications as directed by your doctor, usually at least 3 hours before or 3 hours after taking SPS. If you are using SPS rectally as an enema, use the prescribed dose as directed by your doctor, usually every 6 hours as needed. Follow the instructions on how to prepare the dose and how to use the enema. Be sure to use a cleansing enema both before and after your dose of SPS. The cleansing enema after each rectal dose of this medication should be a non-sodium containing enema. The dosage and length of treatment are based on your medical condition and response to treatment. Follow your doctor's instructions carefully. Do not use more of this medication or use it for longer than directed because your potassium blood level may drop too low. If you experience loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, or constipation while taking SPS, it's important to speak to your doctor or pharmacist. To prevent constipation, make sure to eat plenty of dietary fiber, drink enough water, and exercise. You may also need to take a laxative, so be sure to ask your pharmacist which type is right for you. It's important to remember that this medication has been prescribed to you because the benefits outweigh the potential risks of side effects. Most people using this medication do not experience serious side effects, but it's important to be aware of potential symptoms such as muscle weakness or spasms, fast or irregular heartbeat, or changes in mood or thinking. In rare cases, SPS may cause serious intestinal problems, so it's important to seek medical help right away if you experience severe constipation, bloating, black or bloody stools, or vomit that resembles coffee grounds. Additionally, if you experience paralysis or seizures, it's important to seek immediate medical attention. While serious allergic reactions are rare, if you notice symptoms such as rash, swelling, severe dizziness, or trouble breathing, it's important to seek medical help right away. This is not a complete list of possible side effects, so if you notice any other effects that are not listed, be sure to contact your doctor or pharmacist. If you are in the US, you can report any side effects to the FDA, and in Canada, you can report them to Health Canada. Before using sodium polystyrene sulfonate, it's important to talk to your doctor or pharmacist if you have any allergies or if you have certain health conditions. This medication contains a lot of salt, sodium, so it's important to follow your doctor's instructions for limiting your sodium intake, especially if you have kidney problems, heart failure, high blood pressure, or swelling in your hands, ankles, or feet. Make sure to inform your doctor or pharmacist about your medical history, especially if you have stomach, intestine, or bowel problems, or if you have a low level of potassium in your blood. It's also important to let your doctor know about all the products you use, including prescription drugs, non-prescription drugs, and herbal products, before having surgery. Older adults may be at greater risk for severe constipation when using this medication, and it should not be given by mouth to newborns, especially premature infants. If newborns have slow gut function, they also should not use this drug. Caution is advised when using this medication rectally in newborns and children, as they may be more sensitive to the side effects, especially severe constipation and intestinal problems. If you are pregnant, make sure to tell your doctor before using this medication. However, this medication is unlikely to harm a nursing infant if you are breastfeeding. It's always best to consult your doctor before breastfeeding while using this medication. It's important to be aware of how SPS may interact with other medications. This can affect how your medications work or increase your risk for serious side effects. It's crucial to keep a list of all the products you use and share it with your doctor and pharmacist. It's also important to not start, stop, or change the dosage of any medicines without your doctor's approval. Some products that may interact with SPS include antacids/laxatives that contain aluminum, calcium, or magnesium, such as aluminum carbonate, aluminum hydroxide, calcium carbonate, and magnesium hydroxide. It's also important to avoid using any laxatives that contain sorbitol with this medication, as doing so may increase your risk of intestinal problems. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes or combining medications. If someone has taken too much of this medication and is experiencing severe symptoms such as fainting or difficulty breathing, it is important to seek immediate medical help. In the U.S., residents can call the local poison control center at 1-800-222-1222. In Canada, residents can call a provincial poison control center. Symptoms of an overdose may include changes in mental state, weakness in muscles, rapid or irregular heartbeat, slowed breathing, or paralysis. It is important to not share this medication with others. Your doctor may request lab or medical tests, such as blood levels of potassium and other minerals, or an EKG, while you are using this medication. Be sure to keep all medical and lab appointments and consult your doctor for more details. If you forget to take a dose, take it as soon as you remember. If it's close to the time for your next dose, just skip the missed one and take the next dose at the regular time. Don't take double the dose to make up for the missed one. When storing SPS, make sure to keep it tightly closed as indicated on the product packaging and away from light and moisture. Some brands may need to be refrigerated, while others can be stored at room temperature. It's best to ask your pharmacist for specific details about the brand you are using and when it should be thrown away. Remember not to store SPS in the bathroom and keep it out of reach of children and pets. When it comes to disposing of SPS, do not flush it down the toilet or pour it into a drain unless instructed to do so. Make sure to properly discard the product and it is expired or no longer needed. You can consult your pharmacist or local waste disposal company for guidance on how to do this properly. As for daily dosage, the recommended amount of SPS for adults is typically 2 to 4 tablets every 4 to 6 hours as needed for pain relief. It is important to follow the dosage instructions on the product label or as directed by your doctor. The best time to take SPS is when you first start feeling pain, and it can be taken with or without food. Always consult your doctor or pharmacist for personalized dosing recommendations based on your individual needs. If you need more help, call your doctor for medical advice. In the U.S., you call FDA 1-800-FDA-1088. In Canada, you may call Health Canada 1-866-234-2345. Wishing you good health. Thanks for watching.